Welcome back, everyone, to the next episode of the Conventional Starting Steps Remastered series. I hope you enjoyed the last episode and kind of had a bit of a laugh at the fact that we've gotten ourselves into a little bit of a kerfuffle. Unfortunately, we are kind of in a corundium shortage, or corundium blackout across the board, and we're going to have to fix it. So hopefully in today's episode, I'm going to show you how to fix stuff like this when you start having issues, and we're going to kind of lay out exactly our plan to get back on course. We are also going to continue planning our next jump, our jump capable ships and our survey vessels to be able to continue exploration of other star systems. Before we get into the episode, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, as it really does help out. The support's been great recently, but let's keep pushing it, as I really want to get to hopefully 1,000 so I have a few more options, and overall, more people will be able to see the video so that more people can learn and take from it. Other than that, we're going to get right into it, and I'm going to kind of go through explaining on what we're going to be doing. This series will only last for probably another episode 2 at the most, past this one, and at that point I'll be moving on to a different kind of series to replace this slot. If once you are done with this series, feel free to move on directly to the Let's Play series, in which is mainly for entertainment and does all that, and then there's the tutorial series as well. So, as you know, in the last episode, we had a bit of an issue with the fact that we don't really have much corundium. The corundium that we do have, that we've located, so if we just look for stuff with corundium on it, is mainly in asteroids or comets. So I've set for these to be colonized, and we're going to have to move some automated mines. Now the problem is that our automated mines are currently located on Ganymede. We don't really need the automated mines here, because then we can have workers actually do this for us. So we're going to move these automated mines to get us some more corundium to sort out our issues here. In the process of that, we also have issues in terms of our economic production, in terms of the fact that we are kind of having some issues in terms of we're kind of having some overall issues across the board in terms of our racial wealth, I think, as well. Is that minus 6,000? I think it might be. We're having some issues there, and that's primarily due to installation construction. So I'm going to just completely cancel our construction projects for now. We have a ton of construction factories, and I'm going to focus on sorting Luna and the other colonies out here. So this is stable, and this is stable, and this is not stable. Luna should be able to sort itself out in soon-ish time, so we don't really have to worry about that. Soon the population will be supported by infrastructure, and then we should be completely fine for that. To actually sort our stuff out, though, we're going to need to get some mines moved over. So we're going to grab our mines. So we want to basically get automated mines and mass drivers onto these asteroids to begin the mining process. And we can only mine really with automated mines or with asteroid mining modules. So we're going to grab our freighter here. So where is it? Shipyard. Oh yeah, freighter. I played a little bit on this one. And we are going to go to Ganymede, and we're going to load. We're going to load automated mines. Then we're going to unload them on this, and then we're going to refuel from colony, and just have all that stuff moved back and forth accordingly for us. So, yeah, let's just continue going through. Research into thermal sensor completed, and we're going to continue our research into that. So we've got EM sensor now. In terms of research, everything is looking good. For our design for our vessel, we can probably start designing it now. So let's do a new ship class. We're going to call it the Queensland. We're just going to call it a science vessel. So it's going to be kind of its own kind of area. So I'm looking for science vessel. Okay, and we're going to add some engines to this. So generally I want about 7,500 to 10,000 tons for my science vessel. And this vessel will be used for surveying gravitational and also geological survey points, and will be the main thing that will be jumping out. So we're going to go for 7,500 tons for first off. So we're going to develop a jump drive that is going to be 7,500 tons. I'm going to create that. And then we're going to get some engines on the way. I think about 2,000 tons in engines will probably be enough. So let's go for size 20. And then I'm going to also like reduce this even, because I want this to be as fuel efficient as possible. Because we don't want to be micromanaging this too much. So we're going to prototype that, and we're also going to we're going to have a look at like how much space that would actually like give. So like Queensland, look at our prototype. So prototypes are really useful for this. And then we're going to grab our 20 EP drives, and we're going to grab 2 of them. So that gives enough space. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to research proto for that, and then we are going to get both of those underway immediately. So go for our jump drive, and then we're also going to go for go for everything that we need. So we're grabbing that scientist there because I want to get the research sorted, and then we're going to grab our ion drive 4s right there. So that should work out, and then once there's a research, we'll continue our development. I believe that's a tug, so we just got a tug there. The Rodney class. So tug, Rodney. Yeah, so we just got that tug sorted out. So we're gonna get our fuel sorted. So we have all of these fuel harvester stations, and we'll get that sorted very momentarily. So in this game, in this episode, we're gonna sort out that for us. In terms of our maintenance capacity, we are fine. I thought we weren't, so that's good. Okay, so now we're going to get all of our stuff moved. So let's find the place with the most sorium. We have Uranus, Jupiter. Okay, we're gonna go for Jupiter because Jupiter is the closest and also has the most. It's got a little bit less accessibility, but the distance between Uranus and Jupiter is like, you know, it's almost quadruple that from Earth to Jupiter. So like it's quite significant that instead we can just use Jupiter, which is over here. So we're going to grab the Rodney, we're going to detach, and I'm going to grab the space station fleet. I'm going to tractor any ship, so this will allow us to cycle this so we don't have to constantly move stuff back and forward. Then I'm going to tell it to release at Jupiter, and then I'm going to tell it to refuel at Earth, and then cycle those moves, and then hopefully we should get it all moved over. Once it's all moved over, we'll set up the tankers to complete the order for us. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, we just finished our jump drive, and also the so we finished the jump drive for us. So we're gonna put that in, and then we got 2 ion drives. We're gonna add enough fuel in, so let's add some fuel. Okay, 60 billion I think is gonna be decent enough. We've got 4,400 tons left, so let's add in some improved geological survey sensors. We're gonna add 2, so this will be, these will stack, so the more points per hour is gonna make everything just faster. And then I'm going to put in some gravitational survey sensors. We're going to increase the deployment time to, I think, 5 years, so that's 60 months. And we're also going to add a science department, because the science department is going to basically allow us to assign a science officer, which will add his survey bonus to the ship survey bonus. So that is going to be important. Now we're going to do our thermal and electromagnetic sensors. We don't really want too high ones, and we don't want actives. Now, the reason we don't want active sensors is because active sensors will give away our position. We want our ship to be quite, you know, incandescent, as in, you know, hard to spot kind of thing. Okay, we need to add some engineering spaces to get our maintenance life up, so I think that's good enough for us there. And then I'm going to add in, the rest is going to be primarily just fuel storage for us. So fuel storage, and that will give us about, I think, 2,600 kilometers a second. Oh yes, I also remember that you guys did want me to use wide view, so there we go. I'm going to use wide view now from now on, so I apologize I didn't use that just earlier. Is there anything that I'm missing that we are going to need? Not that I can really see. We got jump drive, got EM sensors, geological, gravitational, ion drive, fuel capacity. Yeah, everything is looking like pretty much okay for this. So we are just going to fill up the last little bit with fuel storage small. So this is something you can do to really, make it look nice and use like all of the space. So I need to get rid of the small, and we're going to add in the fighter. Fighter's only 1 ton, so there we go. So we're going 2666, and it's 1,300 BP. What kind of stuff does this actually cost me? No corundium. So we should be fine for building this. So this is a really awesome. You can see all the component breakdown and see what's expensive and what isn't. So like, it's going to use a lot of uranium, a lot of iridium. I'm pretty sure that's from the survey sensors. If we have a look, yeah. So the survey sensors are costing us a lot of iridium. Survey sensors are quite expensive. And then we're going to retool this for that class. And we're going to get very close here to actually exploring the universe. So that should be on the way, and you guys should be following along at home and getting that sorted out for us. Our wealth situation should be sorting itself out hopefully soon. Yeah, so now we're going to start continuing our research overall. So we're going to put in 10 for engine tech. We always want to get engine tech, because engine tech is always going to be important, because speed in this game is like the most important thing. And then we're also going to put in, I'm going to grab the orbital mining module, because we're going to need that. And then I'm going to grab the small logistic stuff. So underway replenishment, that's going to be an important thing. Otherwise, our tankers can't replenish as stuff's moving. Better cargo shuttles, colonization cargo hold increase will be really nice, and improving that as well. Okay. And our wealth situation should hopefully be figuring itself out here soon enough. The Rodney just completed orders, which now means that we should have all these fuel harvesters now orbiting Jupiter, making a lot of fuel for us. So now we're going to set up our tankers accordingly. So how much fuel do we actually make? So we're going to add this up. So we make like 2.2 million liters per fuel harvester station. We have a total of 6. So that means we're going to be making about 15 million liters of fuel per year. This can carry 10 million liters of fuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this every half year. So the amount of time it takes for a month, because order delay is in seconds, so we want to do this for half a year. So the amount of time a month takes is 259,000 or 2,592,000 seconds. So we want to times that by 6 to get 6 months. So what will basically happen is we're going to set this up so that we have our tankers. So we're going to detach this so that we have our tankers basically to say, okay, we're going to go to, I'm going to stack these up as well. So just drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. And we're going to have our tanker, okay, we're going to have our tanker go over here, okay, and it's going to refuel from stationary tankers, okay. Well, first off, it's going to refuel in the first place. So, I need it to, I need it to refuel. I need to make sure it's all set up correctly as well for the Nelson tanker. Miscellaneous minimum fuel 5,000. No, it needs to be probably like, well, probably 1 million. So that'll be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. So that should be good enough for us there. And then I'm going to tell the Nelson class to refuel from colony. So let's get that sorted out first. Okay, done. Okay. So now, because it's fully up, we're just going to tell it to transfer fuel to colony. Okay. And then that will mean that we have 1 million liters left. So there we go. Now we have 1 million, so now I'll be able to transfer back and forth. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to refuel from stationary tankers, but we're going to tell it to move with an order delay of that. So that will be 180 days, which will be 6 months. Less than seconds, so just do a little bit of math there. So it will go and refill from tankers in 180 days. And then after it's done that, it's going to go and then transfer fuel to colony. and it's just going to cycle those moves back and forward. So basically, it'll wait 108 days, then it will go and refuel, and then it will come back and get itself sorted out. Since we're making 15 million liters of fuel every year, we only need to go back about twice a year. We need to refuel from them about twice a year for one tanker. So it can be a pretty efficient overall fuel increase from Jupiter. So that is really awesome. We've got that set up for us there. And I'm also going to start developing some terraforming stations that we can possibly develop here, just to kind of show you guys how to do it. So we're going to make a new ship class, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make it a terraforming station. And we are going to add in some terraforming modules. So, probably not that many. So, terraforming. And then I'm going to give it no armor. Going to get rid of the fuel. And there we go. Pretty much got a terraforming station. Quite expensive. But that is going to give us the ability to start terraforming stuff. The reason why we're doing terraforming stations over the terraforming installation is because these will require no jobs, and you can move them around much easier, so it's overall more cost efficient for us. Okay, next we need to have a look at like what's our situation in terms of our orbital mining. Okay, this is starting to get mining up. I'm going to put in a civilian economy demand here for demanding a mass driver. Add demand 1. We're going to supply a mass driver and add supply 1. Okay, and we're just going to get that moved for us accordingly. So now that we have that sorted out, we've got a slipway added. Nelson only has 0.5 of a specified minute for Nelson 002. Oh, 002. Okay, because when I changed that, then that affected this one. So I'm just going to detach this and tell it to refuel from colony accordingly. So that should be fine for us. Overall, like, you should always kind of be wanting to build stuff. I like building this, but I'm not really too miffed about that. We're just trying to get to the jump area, get to our stuff, get to our basis. We're not really constructing anything right now, but we are going to start constructing some of these terraforming stations. So I'm going to build 5 terraforming stations. We are going to produce those at an insane rate. Like I went a little bit too hard in the construction factories, I'll be honest. But like it does actually really help overall, like for later stuff. So now we're producing all of this stuff. So racial wealth is actually becoming a serious kind of issue that I need to sort out. Total expenditure: purchase of civilian minerals, research, orbital habitat construction. Percentage 65%. Okay, so we need to provide more jobs primarily. So we need to provide more financial center jobs. So I'm going to put this on pause. I'm just going to start massive constructions of financial centers, because basically you can't tax people unless they're you can't tax them unless they literally are working. So you need people to work. Like, you need people to work. Unfortunately. So we're going to just increase that, and so that will hopefully sort out our financial situation. Retooling for the Queensland class has just finished, so we're going to put in an order for 2 of these. I need to also set their names, so you might be pretty proud of your first exploration vessel. So the way you set their names, so they don't have to constantly name them, is we're going to set it to a theme. So we're going to name them after royal dwarf names, provinces, poisonous plants, Portuguese ships, sea creatures. We'll name them after sea creatures, and we'll give them the TFS, so Terran Federation ship. Select randomly from the theme, and now when we go and construct them, it will give us a nice name for us there. So we're going to construct 2 of those, and those will be done on January 26th, 2050. Okay, so we're just kind of waiting for time now to go across. Overall, our economic situation is now bouncing back, and we also have, obviously, a lot of stuff sorted here for us in terms of our economic situation. So if I go to this place, so this is the place we're trying to get minerals to, we're going to send that back to Earth. Now the problem is it's a little bit far away, it's like over here, so we're having to move stuff in and out across, yeah, across, but we should now be getting some corundum in. So if I look at my mining situation, so yeah, we are actually now getting some corundum in. We've got 11 corundum, but we are actually going to get some corundum in now. So once we start getting all these automated mines, so we can start really exploiting there. We also want to move over some more mines to this place because we want to get more taxes and we want to get more minerals, obviously. So I'm going to order for Earth to supply mines, supply 100 mines, and Mars, you will demand 100 mines. And so just how useful you can use your civilian industries, just do whatever you want. So now we have Ganymede, which has a lot of population. We also have Luna, of course, and that's got financial workers going on. But like overall, our financial situation should improve. So if you have a look here, we are going to be producing a lot of financial centers. Hopefully anyway. Why is that not producing? Oh, it's on pause. Okay, there we go. So now I should really start producing a ton of financial centers. As you can see here, it's going down rapidly, and all of those will help the economy out. We are actually now losing money because we're investing that into construction, and our 2 vessels just finished. We had scientists, science officers assigned to them, and then we also had our commanders. So we're going to make a survey fleet for them, essentially. So we're going to go to our shipyard. So shipyard, we're going to detach. Okay. And we're going to then move them over to the survey command. And I'm going to detach again. And then we have both of these under this. We have the survey bonus being completely delivered accordingly. I'm going to put in an order for 2 more of these vessels as we're going to want to expand rapidly due to our unfortunate economic situation in our mining. We want to expand as quickly as we can. We're going to set standing orders for survey next 5 system bodies or survey nearest survey location, refuel at 50%, refuel all. Keep in mind that all means any star system and then non-all means just in system. Keep that in mind. We're going to put supply points, you will resupply, and then we're going to do the exact same for this. And supply points, resupply. Okay. So now they should go and survey all of the wonderful points here for us. Sorry that you can see the steam there. I just closed that for you guys. We've just got Stellar Fusion Reactor, so that should now get us to Magnetoplasma Drive. So we're going to research that. And now we're going to just slowly, hopefully, start looking for where is it? Yeah, so as you can see, our exploration ships are doing their thing. Probably don't want. I'm probably going to change the orders up because there are still bodies obviously left here. So I'm gonna tell them to survey near a survey location because we kind of want to get that done as quickly as we can. So yeah. And they're just surveying. We got improved cargo shuttles, very, very nice. And so we're just waiting to find a jump point realistically. Okay, we found our first jump point, and that is located near the Kuiper, or the asteroid belt, and it's in between Saturn and Jupiter. Okay. And we're moving to refuel. Got production of financial centers completed, which will now allow us to construct the other stuff. In terms of wealth and expenditure, we're getting a ton of income in now because we got all our financial centers, plus we're also getting our worker taxes up now. And so our economy is now bouncing back accordingly. And so we're just going to increasingly go by here. I'm going to just speed this up. Obviously, you want to play survey all the points first, but I'm just going to tell the SSS Lobster to go through the first jump point and just see what we find. And yeah, this will be kind of the end of the episode, the end of the cliffhanger on the episode. And here we go. We found the system. Congratulations. If you made it to this point, you have developed a ship capable of jumping to another star system and exploring said star system. You pat yourself on the back. Good job. You did it. So let's have a look. Oh my god, what a lovely system. What a lovely system indeed. Plenty of near habitable worlds. We have a very Earth-like world. This planet can support 22 billion population. It's a little high on the pressure though, but it should be fine. Gravity is higher than normal, but it's a savanna liquid. It's a moon of this super Jovian that's 152,000 in diameter. That's humongous. Like, how big is Jupiter? Yeah, this gas giant is bigger than Jupiter, and it's got this massive moon. These are massive moons. This is a moon. This world is a moon. You also have other worlds here. 7 billion population that we can support. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely great. Big system as well. Lots of asteroids. Very Earth-like in how it appears. It's got some Lagrange points. And yeah, that's where we'll end the episode off. We will explore these new systems as we go in the next episode. And we'll probably be ending the series after that next episode. But yeah, I hope you have really been enjoying the series. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.